Hong Kong, 1 in every 5 people live in poverty. In a survey conducted by Hope HK, 214 people out of 323 respondents could not afford their rent with their income. On the street count by the City University of Hong Kong, there are 720 people who are homeless, 415 people who are living in urban hostels, and there were 279 empty beds. Therefore, there are an estimated 1,414 people who do not have a stable and permanent home in Hong Kong. 1.45 million of the city's population were living below the official poverty line in 2016. 478,000 of the people living in poverty are elderly people, which has increased by 19,000 compared to 2016. The poverty line has increased in 2016. For a single person, the poverty line is 4,000 HK dollars, 9,000 HK dollars for a family of 2, and 15,000 Hong Kong dollars for a family of 3. The poverty rate in 2016 is 14.7%, 0.4% more than in 2015, despite interventions the Hong Kong government had made. The poverty rate of working households remains a record low at 11.5%. More than 70,000 households live on having meals less than $15 every day. Sham Shui Po has the highest population of residents earning which fall below the poverty line. Kwun Tong has 24.3%, while Kwai Ting has 24.1%. The poverty gap is fairly big in Hong Kong, which translates to the fact that a person in the poorest 10% in Hong Kong has to work for 2 years and 5 months to equal the top 10% of the richest people in Hong Kong. Here are some interviews that we have conducted.
So, what do you think about the current situation of poverty in Hong Kong?
I think that, as you see through the many years, Hong Kong, you could see more and more people on the streets. And the people who are initially in the middle bracket, the middle class, they're actually going down to the lower class. It's a proven fact. I've been here 14 years, I can actually tell you that.
So, what do you think can be done to improve the situation?
I think the government needs to put in a little more money into the housing at least, and especially for the older people. If you see most of these people around, many of them are very old, and many of them have been abandoned by their kids, or probably we do not really know. But the old people are not being taken care of. I'm sure the government has enough of resources. We've got a lot of surplus last year, correct? I'm sure we definitely have Hong Kong's not program.
So, how and when did inequality and poverty become a situation in Hong Kong? When do you think?
I would say, I'm a foreigner actually, but of course I've been here many years. I could say in the last 15 years it's quite serious. It's quite serious. Especially the housing is actually, it's taking up too much of the cost. The housing is the big thing. And of course, even if you go to a normal restaurant, an average dish which used to cost $20 is now costing you $55 in 10 years. Basically, prices are doubling too fast. Too much of inflation. Yes, there's a lot of money there is, but it's not equally distributed, so it's there's a lot of imbalance.
Yes. What do you think normal everyday people can do to help improve the situation out there?
I think it's everyday people, basically they're so caught up to their individual lives, correct? Like all of us, we've got a lot of commitments. It's more, the government has to put a lot of their finances into developing these NGO organizations and strengthening them and giving them more finance. That's the only way they'll be able to run. So a lot of these NGO organizations need to be provided. I think that really help.
So finally, what does your organization do?
Okay, I've been just doing impact in the last 1 month. I think you'll be able to get the best picture from the other guys, but I know that they're taking people on the street without any reservations. They're not putting them through a program before putting them into a house. They're just picking them out, getting their confidence, getting them and putting them in comfort. That's what I've seen since I've seen the course.
And also, why did you join this organization?
because I think the world needs a lot of help. A lot more poor people are suffering actually, and it really doesn't take much. It just takes a good heart and some empathy and a little bit of financial help. We each give a small amount, it will make a big difference for them. For us, 100 and 200 bucks doesn't make such a big difference. When we jointly have 100 and 200 bucks over many people, it makes a difference. It's a difference between life and death. Yeah.
Thanks for your time. Thank you for the
very much. Okay. Ciao. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, first question is, can you explain the current situation of inequality and poverty in Hong Kong?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Hong Kong there's an awful lot of inequality. There's definitely some of the most amount of millionaires and billionaires in any major city in the world, but there's also people obviously living in caged homes in Mong Kok and places. So there's definitely a visibly very big divide between rich and poor.
So what do you think can be done to improve the situation?
Well, I suppose it would have to be partially the government. I suppose they'd have to take some form of action, whether that's providing more affordable housing, basic social services and social welfare would be the main thing. NGOs can help, but obviously we need to tackle the actual root cause.
So how and when did you think inequality and poverty became a bad situation in Hong Kong?
More or less as soon as I moved here. I think going around places like Mong Kok, it's very easy to see those sort of differences between the rich and the poor.
So going back to your thoughts, when did you move here?
About 5 years ago.
Oh. And so what can normal everyday people do to improve the situation and preferably correct it?
Well, I think raising awareness is one of the most important things. Making sure that those conversations are had. If we talk about them, then those issues will actually begin to be addressed by the people who can make those important decisions.
Thanks so much.